This is FaZe K. This is FaZe Jarvis. This is FaZe Nikan. And this is FaZe Tico. Together with their friends Ricegum and Summer Rae, they are going to save the kids.
And I support Save the Kids token.
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 Sounds good, right? Well, turns out it was maybe a bit too good to be true, and these social media influencers were actually involved in an alleged scam. So let's rewind and see how we got here and what this means for the future of social media influencers and cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency has been growing over the last few years, and it's become almost mainstream. The current market cap is $1.34 trillion, but it got as high as $2.52 trillion. It's currently easier to buy than ever, with platforms like CoinList, Binance, and Robinhood opening crypto trading to be 24/7. There are also huge YouTube channels on cryptocurrency such as BitBoy, DataDash, and Coin Bureau, which all appear to have really started to take off in their growth in December of 2020. Cryptocurrency is growing for a number of reasons. The first is the technology. There's a growing distrust in the government and financial institutions, and crypto and the blockchain promise to give power back to the people through peer-to-peer transactions. Crypto also promises instant transactions, digital collectibles, decentralized financial applications, anonymous payments, and so much more. Crypto is also growing because of the financial opportunity. If you invested $100 into Bitcoin in April of 2011, today that would be worth $4.5 million. On an annualized scale, Bitcoin has provided a 230% return, which is 10x higher than the NASDAQ 100, which is the second best performing asset class. And that's just Bitcoin. There are hundreds of new coins being released every single month, promising to revolutionize your financial future. Because these returns are life-changing, a lot of people are getting involved in cryptocurrency to really be able to benefit themselves, and honestly, I can't really blame them for that. And it also encourages a lot of people to buy out of FOMO. They fear missing out on this life-changing opportunity, so they want to get involved as well. However, the crypto market is extremely volatile. Prices can rise and fall from 1% to hundreds of a percent in a single day. And this adds a lot of excitement and adrenaline and fast-paced action, which resembles a gambling-like behavior. I actually had a friend once tell me that to invest in cryptocurrency was basically just taking a bunch of money and throwing it at a bunch of coins and hoping that one hits. When I shared with him that that was basically the definition of gambling, he said, "Oh, yeah, I guess I never really thought of it that way." This fast-paced action is very exciting, and for many people, that really causes them to be more hooked into cryptocurrency and checking the markets and really trying to be involved. Now, although cryptocurrency is a platform that could truly revolutionize our financial future, it is now a thriving platform for bad players. And this happens for three reasons. The first is that there are little to no regulations in place. Crypto does not have the same level of oversight that the traditional stock market does. Next, crypto as a technology is more complex and difficult to understand for people who are not as tech savvy. That makes them more vulnerable to being taken advantage of because they just don't know better. And third, there's loads of misinformation. A lot of crypto trading happens on Telegram and Discord channels. There's a lot of false information out there that can really lead people who don't know better to be taken advantage of. One group who has an opportunity to capitalize on the state of cryptocurrency are social media influencers. An average person spends 2 hours and 24 minutes per day on Facebook. They spend 40 minutes a day on YouTube and 28 minutes per day on Instagram. With so much time being spent on social media, influencers have, no pun intended, a major influence on our behavior, our desires, and our wants. And research even shows that many people can actually be primed for a lifestyle of money through social media influencers. And marketers understand this. The budget for marketers to spend money on Instagram, for instance, is over $8 billion in 2020. Audiences on social media are often younger, and this also makes them more vulnerable and easier to deceive. So with all the hype around cryptocurrency, it was only a matter of time before social media influencers jumped on board. And this has led to a number of scams based on their audience. The first type of scam are just paid sponsorships. Influencers are often paid big money, even in the six-figure range, to promote different crypto coins. Often because the audience of these influencers are not as educated or tech savvy when it comes to the cryptocurrency technology, it is easier for them to not really understand whether what they're being promoted for is a genuine, legit cryptocurrency opportunity or if it's just simply a scam. They just see flashy claims and fast rewards, influencers saying this is the opportunity of a lifetime, you have to get involved now. For example, Kim Kardashian has been promoting cryptocurrency and her audience are into fashion. And Floyd Mayweather, the boxer, has been promoting Ethereum Max.
Cryptocurrency, I mean, it's the new wave. It's what everybody's doing.
Then you have Jake Paul, who has admitted his audience is younger, between 8 and 16 years old.
I'm doing the same thing as you, holding my doink. That's what I'm doing. This is a shit coin I believe in. It's my favorite one, to be honest. Dink Doink is so much more than a meme coin. It's a multimedia coin. Cartoon meets crypto. It's the blockchain, baby, in cartoon, fun, comedy format.
And then you have Keemstar and Lil Yachty promoting token SafeMoon. Often audiences aren't doing their due diligence, and on some level, sure, they are responsible to do that, but influencers have a responsibility as well. Some of the projects being advertised can be disguised as charity projects. Save the Kids is an example of this, where it was said that a portion of the profits from the coin would go to a charity to save the kids. So you had a group of influencers promoting this coin and talking about how they were going to really do a lot of good with it. And then once the launch happened, all the people who had got in before the launch sold very quickly, or most of them did. And all of a sudden, the viewers who had got into this because the influencers were promoting it were left with nothing. And this happens so often, there's actually a term for it, which is called the rug pull. Now, influencers aren't always paid in cash. Sometimes they're paid in pre-launch tokens where they're actually financially incentivized for their viewers to purchase the token because that will pump up the price and that will give influencers an opportunity to make as much money for their promotion as possible. For instance, Adin Ross was an influencer who's reportedly paid over 6 figures to promote MILF token, and 1 month later, here's what he had to say.
Chat, by the way, that MILF token shit I did a while back, I already told you guys, don't buy that shit. I got paid a bag to do that shit. Like, I don't give a fuck. I hope none of you guys actually bought it.
Another type of scam are pump and dumps. These are classic pump and dump schemes where you pump up the price of a coin and then you dump it, leaving your viewers with nothing. Often it's influencers who were never really into crypto who all of a sudden discover a coin that is relatively small because it's easier to pump up the price. Sometimes these influencers even create Discord or Telegram channels where they'll rally their fans together to focus on pumping the price at a certain time. Often they're promoting this project as something they've just discovered, and it's like a secret they're sharing with their audience that they need to get involved now. So what ends up occurring are the influencers and the whales who actually had the tokens before the promotion really gain a lot of money financially from the pump, and the viewers are left with nothing.
You guys know I've been investing in a lot of cryptocurrency lately, and one coin recently that came up, I actually saw from Jake Paul as well. It's called MILF. It's insane, guys. I 25x'd my investment, which is just nuts. But this is a dope coin, guys. Definitely swipe up and check it out, MILF.
Normally, this sort of activity would be illegal, but as we said before, crypto doesn't have as much oversight and regulation as traditional stock market, and so a lot of people are getting away with it. Another type of scam related to social media influencers are where influencers will create their own coin. It's very easy to do this these days, and for less than $200 on Fiverr, you too can create your own crypto coin. These projects often have no actual value other than the status it shows within the audience. For instance, Tech Lead is a huge YouTuber who created what he calls the Million Token, and he's been promoting this heavily to his audience as an opportunity. He doesn't want to use the word investment because that will come with a lot more scrutiny from financial institutions. So it's an opportunity. It's a social experiment where his audience now needs to purchase this coin to get involved for the opportunity of a lifetime. He even goes as far to say
that there is perhaps no such thing as a get-rich-slow scheme. The people who make money make it fast, and there's just no other way about it.
Another project would be called Doincoin, which was started by Logan Paul, and on a podcast it was even admitted that this was created as almost a joke.
I was chilling with Logan, and we were like, what's the stupidest name we could think of for like a coin, right? Oh my god, his name's Dink Doink, and it just came alive. Like Logan designed the character on his phone, on Snapchat.
But yet again, the promotion of this is an opportunity of a lifetime. It's going to change your financial future. You have to buy now. So with cryptocurrency continuing to grow in adoption, becoming more mainstream, and social media influencers being at the forefront of driving this conversation, what can be done? How do we stay safe if we're getting involved in crypto? And what do we need to be watching out for? First, you need to be aware of who you are following. Be aware of the influencers that you're around and the content you're watching. This also goes for being aware of what content the algorithms on YouTube and other social media platforms are exposing you to. Often algorithms are going to focus on content that's engaging, which can often be also controversial and can also be full of misinformation and the opportunity to be scammed. Next, if you're investing in crypto, be aware of some best practices, and these come from a research paper that will be linked in the description below. Stick to a budget. Don't ever invest more than you can afford to lose, and be aware of any time that you're chasing losses. Seek out multiple reputable sources of information and be careful about any misinformation or any way that someone is trying to encourage you to do something that just doesn't feel right. Set limits on when you're checking the markets and how often. Because crypto is so volatile, it's very easy to be constantly checking the markets and making impulsive decisions based on that information. This also means it's easy to be triggered for FOMO or fear of missing out, both when a coin is rising quickly and when one is falling. The difference between investing and gambling has to do with the frequency of trading and the sort of rush that you're getting with it. If you're investing for your financial future, invest for the long term, not the short term. Finally, being involved in crypto can be very disruptive. If it's impacting your mental health at all, then we have a resource to help you with that. You can go to Kindbridge.com, which is a website that I'm an advisor for. They provide virtual therapy all over the world to help people with gaming or gambling problems. If you're struggling with your mental health or you know someone who is, you can go get a free consultation today on Kindbridge.com and be able to get yourself back on the right track. And if you're invested in crypto or you're just checking it out, just remember, be safe, be smart, and watch out for those crazy social media influencers. If you're new here, hit like, hit subscribe, and I'll be back with another video soon. But I hope you're having a great day, and I'll see you next time. All right, peace.